Alright, well, for Christmas time I got my Diamondback DB9 back from the factory after getting fixed from having the rear slide assembly fracture right here where the pin meets the frames in the rear section. I had them overlook it and pretty much build it back to wherever specs that they have. As you can see, it doesn't look like a Diamondback DB9, but it is. Upon getting it back, I got this whole new upper slide, apparently replaced with an updated model. As well, the barrel doesn't protrude anymore in the front here. The recoil spring sits a touched in there, and it does also protrude ever so slightly here from the bottom of the frame, just right there under the very front. It is empty, no magazine. It is a Diamondback DB9 YC model. I'm not going to get into the rest of the serial number. And as you can see, even the extractor here looks like a updated model, a little longer than the factory original piece. And there's a new pin in this pinhole here on the top of the slide. I've already removed the magazine and dry fired it for the removal of the slide section here. Everything else, if this comes into focus sometime today. Yeah, there's the 919, but you see it's now, instead of the scalloped front and rear serrations, it now has a machined block style of serrations here in the rear section and in the front. I'm not sure if they're new sights and everything, or if they're the originals that were on my last slide, but this is all brand new. Slide upper, completely brand new. I did get my, what looks like my original recoil spring sent back, and barrel sent back to me. Originally what had happened was during Thanksgiving break, I went shooting, and I only put about 50 or so rounds through it before the rear sliding section right here broke down where the pin attaches to the frame. And this piece actually right here was allowing the slide to come up like this. It kind of ended up looking more or less like this once it was once I noticed that it was no longer working. So Diamondback had it back to me in under a month's time, which is pretty good. Pretty satisfied by that. Haven't had a chance to actually fire the pistol since receiving it, and it came back, no kidding, just before Christmas. And my wife did the pleasure of rewrapping the box and everything and giving me something to open on Christmas Day, so that was really sweet of her. Like I said, I haven't seen any videos on YouTube yet with Diamondback having the DB9 having a new slide assembly put on there, so I figured I'd be the first and see what happens. As of right now, I don't know how it's going to react. It's going to probably be a little bit of a heavier slide, being that it's got this bigger, beefier front section right here. And again, the barrel section does not protrude anymore, so it's pretty flush. That's pretty interesting. But there you have it. Diamondback DB9 with an updated slide assembly. See if I could do this one-handed. Go like this. Get the rear slide. Yes, sir. One-handed dry fire Diamondback DB9, fresh from the factory after having a rear set of slides fail. I've put about 400 rounds through this gun, and for the most part it's been pretty reliable. A few failure to feeds, but you know, can be expected. Who knows? Keep it around for a little while. Alright. Thanks for watching.